Hello you guys and welcome back to today's video. Today I am gonna be in the front of the camera and today we're gonna talk about our experience working at DoorDash. In the meantime, I'm gonna show you my skincare routine. This is just like my general skincare routine right now. It's like 2 a.m. in the morning, nighttime routine. So this is what I'm gonna be using today. To start off, I would like to show you that this is a Naturium fermented rice face cleanser. It's been such a delightful experience for me. I personally think that my hit are gonna be the cleansers for her brand. Just in general, I think they are amazing. They have good consistency. Skin toner to hydrate. Then I will apply the Illuminating Eye Cream by Laura Mercier. And to finalize the skincare treatments, I'm going to use the Neutrogena Collagen Serum. I have been using this for a couple of days now and I personally like it. I can't wait to see the real results of a before and after, so you guys will have to continue watching our videos. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and click on the bell button to stay notified. And then for moisturizer, I'm going to seal it in with Charlotte Tilbury. This is a regular magic cream. I don't currently have the nighttime, but I have like 4 of these ones. I have like 2 of this 1 ounces, and then I'm also purchased a 1.7. So I have a long way to go with Charlotte Tilbury for a while. So let's start with DoorDash. I personally think that I saw it in the beginning. I saw it on TV, and we were living in Indiana, and it was such a fabulous idea to have an extra way of income without us working very hard and staying away from each other. And I think that if you're looking to do extra money in general, you have that option where you can write. If you're a mother or single father, you can write with your children. It definitely has its perks. You can also pause the orders coming in. Well, I talk later on the pros and cons of that, but you can also do that to take your break, your lunch. You definitely manage your time. Now, would I say that you earn the most money? Yeah, you gotta stay tuned for that. So let's go ahead and start with Demel. Demel, how do you feel about doing DoorDash in the different states that we were?
So we definitely have experienced DoorDash, I think in 3 to 4 states, and it's killer different, right? I think that it's a good idea for someone who's overwhelmed, possibly, or someone who's maybe new to the area and want to make a little extra cash and then find out a little bit here and a little bit there.
Yeah.
But I also think that for regular everyday folk trying to get into the business of it, it's just not cutting it. You know, I feel like your car will really feel the burn. And a lot of the times the finances that you're putting like if you put it on paper, right? If we put it on a spreadsheet and we break it down to, is it cost effective? Is it really giving me more, you know, than what I'm putting in, right? Because that's the idea of doing such hard labor.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of work. You have to make sure the food is ready. You know, you're the new version of the delivery guy, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's interesting topic. What about you?
I agree with you. If we do it on a daily basis, we would do it like at least 3 to 4 hours from like 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. And when we notice our major market, it was either early in the morning, people who want to have breakfast or lunches, or just really late night, people who are craving, people who really don't want to go out, or people who are currently working. I personally agree with you 100%, and I think that it is also amazing. Not everything is positive, and without the negative, we wouldn't be able to appreciate the positive. Within the negative, I think my major points for not doing DoorDash and not recommending it for somebody, what Damel said is very important. It's a highlight of the video. I would even say, you know, doing DoorDash wears off mileage, gas, if you need to go eat, if something happened.
Taking you to areas that are not as safe in the evening.
If your tire exploded or something happened, you know, you literally don't have any guarantee like 401k, any benefits. You're literally just driving for a tip. And what we noticed, in majority of the cases, we noticed that people will cancel in the middle of the way, which would later cost us get into problems with DoorDash. Because when you accept an order, it tells you how much is going to be the tip. it also tells you how much money you're gonna make off of it. Now, you don't make as much money sometimes off the ride, but the tip. And I feel like a lot of the time,
because usually the rides are like $2-3.
but then sometimes you do because you have to travel a lot. So it kind of varies. But what we notice also is that people sometimes cancel their tips. People are not very mindful with your time. So I think in general, DoorDash takes advantage of a lot of riders. In nowadays we struggle so much to find a good job, a job that potentially provides a lot of benefits for 1K, even if it's, going to the doctor, anything in particular, whatever it is that you're looking for. And DoorDash is not appreciative of that. And what we encounter driving like to long distances, a lot of the times when you call the customer service, they either would yell at you or have a condescending tone. I remember one time we were actually in Indiana. It was the snow, it was really late night, and then we had to go to this far away McDonald's. For tip we had $18, and then
It was closed.
for the rider was like $3 or $4. So we're like, okay, $24. When we got there, it was closed. When we called the customer service, they said that they just didn't care. They needed to have that McDonald's. It was so obnoxious that they would take you all the way to like one place far away when they had like a McDonald's right around the corner. So you do have to go all the way over there.
Yeah, to the whichever one they give you.
And customer service at night, like as I said before, they were really mean. They would yell back at Domel mainly because they didn't understand or they just didn't care, And a lot of the times you end up making not only you don't make your ride, but you make half of your tip. So they promise you, okay, even if the customer cancels the order, well, we're still gonna pay you, but they don't tell you that they're gonna pay you half of what the tip was. So if you were gonna make $12 for the whole trip and you were driving like 15 to 20 minutes, then it makes sense. But then when they tell you that they are gonna give you like only $2 or $3 or I'm sorry, it's just so.
And you drove at 2 a.m. in the morning to.
You're either hungry, sleepy, tired, and they take all this and they just don't care.
And you can't cancel the order because if you cancel the order,
it counts against you.
Exactly.
Timing counts against you. Customer service, making sure that you can open the bags. You can open the bags, and they expect you to check every single thing. If something is missing, even a sauce, the customer is gonna complain. So they're gonna call, and what is DoorDash gonna do?
You low.
They're gonna rate you low. DoorDash is gonna say that you didn't pay attention to your order, and it's not always
You're the
gonna
one
be
to blame for.
exactly because they don't care if you're not the manager, you're not the person at the store or the restaurant. You're the person in charge of making sure that you get all of the items. And I don't think DoorDash in general, it's bad, but it's kind of horrible to play like that with a lot of the drivers. In my personal perspective, I think I wouldn't suggest that to anyone unless like you're extremely having a rough time in your life monetarily, because it can happen. It happened to us.
And you want to get to know town a little bit more.
I agree.
Then maybe.
But then sometimes even that, like sometimes when the places that you deliver, some of them are in a very risky places, or the family that you're delivering, they can either be really mean, really rude.
Do you remember the Jamaican restaurant? We went to this Jamaican restaurant, and
twice.
We haven't tried Jamaican food. I hear they have these beautiful, delicious burgers, which if you guys know of it, leave it in the comment down below so I can try it and we can record it. But that place was so dirty, literally forward. I remember that I left the restaurant because there was flies. It was just dirty. It looked like the dingiest, dirtiest bar. And Felipe was still inside waiting for the food, and they shut down the lights, and I was like, what's going on? Are they closing? And you came out, you were like, no, like it became like a strip joint all of a sudden.
This was in Indiana. Out of nowhere, they started like literally stripping, and it was just weird. Then in another case also that I would like to add, we went to Harvey's because we received this huge order for like 50 packs of that, 45, I don't remember, but the order was huge. We had to wait at least an hour just to make it for them to get it done. And then for parking, it was horrible because they were like full packed. So when you place the order, you tell them, hey, it's me, I'm gonna pick it up, this order, and then they tell you to park away. They don't really care. They just want to get off the line, so you're not If they're your priority, you're not their main priority. When we got to the place, it was this manufacturer of water or something like that. I'm not gonna say the names, but when we got there, the gentlemen were really rude, were really nasty. They were like complaining, very this uncomfortable language. And when we got there, they didn't even say thank you. They just ran inside of it.
Yeah, they expected us to bring the food and serve it and everything.
And the tip was like only $1. I think with what my experience was doing DoorDash in general, I don't like to talk about races like that, but my favorite experience just in general and the best experience that I have ever got, it was from my Caucasian customers. They would even tip me $5 to $10 in cash
And
plus a tip
cash.
on the app, because they were like, "Do you really get the tip?"
They were appreciative.
Even if they would give you like $2-3, they will give me $10, $5, $8. And when you're in need, that's part of your tank gas, and I really appreciate that. And I just think that DoorDash should be doing a better job. If you want to know more about DoorDash, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.